Impressive. We could use someone like you.
Disney over the last several years has been working hard to expand their animation roster beyond what is going on at Pixar. As such, we've gotten new classics like Frozen, Tangled, MOANA, and more are coming. One of the biggest ones that are coming up this year is Raya and the Last Dragon. A very different kind of Disney tale, but one you should absolutely be interested in. But given that this teaser trailer didn't reveal much, what should you expect when you go see this film? Allow us to show you 10 things to expect in Raya and the Last Dragon. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 10. Same visual feeling as MOANA and Frozen. Let's start off with an easy one. As noted, this is the Disney Animation Studios working on this, not Pixar. In fact, the teams behind Raya and the Last Dragon were the same ones who did the Frozen films and MOANA. And as shows in the teaser trailer for the movie, it's going to have that same overall visual flair and style, which, to be honest, is perfectly fine. Fans of both the previous movies loved how it looked, and it felt just real enough to be taken seriously and yet fantastic enough to go and do some fantasy elements like Elsa's powers or Maui's shape-shifting ability, and so on and so forth. We already know that there's going to be a fantasy element in this movie because of the literal dragon we'll meet and the animal companion to Raya. So this is shaping up to be something fun to watch. And honestly, that's what a lot of people need right now. With the world still not back to normal and theaters maybe not opening for a while still, having a fun yet fantastical movie to view is just what we need.
A whole new world?
A whole new world. I wasn't going to go there, but I'm fine.
Of course I would.
I know.
This writing and animation team have done good work in the past, so why not now? Number 9. Kelly Marie Tran and AWKWAFINA are key characters. It's not just the animation that needs to work in order for fans to be lured in and enjoy the film. The voice acting needs to be on point as well, but they have that covered via Kelly Marie Tran and AWKWAFINA. These two are going to be Raya and SISU, the Last Dragon, respectively. And that's huge for multiple reasons. Disney has been working hard over the last decade or so to go beyond the standard Disney princess in terms of race. Mulan started this, then came Tiana, and then Moana, and now Raya.
It's you! It's you! I can't believe we are finally meeting. I know!
Having these two Asian actresses portray these very Asian characters shows that Disney is not just being progressive, which many studios, including Disney, have failed to be at times, but they're honoring the cultures that have come alive via their stories. Not unlike how they cast The Rock as Maui in Moana. The Rock is Samoan, which is a part of Polynesian culture in terms of ancestry. Kelly Marie Tran is also someone who has a lot of fan love because of the events of the Star Wars movies she was in, and after what happened to her in The Rise of Skywalker, i.e. she was barely in it, fans are eager for her to get some time to shine. So, Raya and the Last Dragon is definitely going to be something to listen to just for her. Number 8. KUMANDRA. Now let's look at the setting of the film itself, because unlike Mulan, which was very much based on China, the world of Raya and the Last Dragon is very different from our own. KUMANDRA is a fantasy world created by Disney, but they did base much of it on Southeast Asian cultures. Not much is known about this land as of yet, but there are many arguments to say it is a mixture of Indonesia, Cambodia, and Malaysia, among others. The world they like is lush and green. However, her journey takes her into the desert for a change in scenery. We also know that there is going to be dungeons of sort via the teaser trailer we've seen, as well as a dwelling of the dragon SISU. Just how much of this world we'll see is unclear, but given that Raya has to go on a journey to find the dragon, you can expect to see a lot. Number 7. Tuk Tuk. What's a Disney movie without an animal companion? Not a Disney movie. That's what. For Raya, she has her loyal pet/friend, Tuk Tuk. There is no other description for Tuk Tuk besides the fact that he looks like a giant hamster in armor, similar to that of an armadillo. Others have described him as being a giant pill bug due to the way he's able to move around by rolling into a ball. When he is young, he is small and Raya can carry him, but as he grows older, he becomes her steed and sidekick. he might not always be the most reliable form of transportation, as Raya has to help flip him back over from time to time. But it does add a fantastical element to the movie. Plus, it's quite visual, which Disney was no doubt banking on. You can also bet that Tuk Tuk will be Raya's emotional support animal to help her get through the tough times on their journey. Number 6. Raya is a guardian. Raya's father is the chief of the KUMANDRA, which is why she was trained from childhood to become a guardian of the Dragon Gem. However, these plans changed after the world shifted into something new and her destiny changed entirely. This training did prepare her for the long journey of independence that she took in order to save her people from disappearing for good. No doubt we're going to learn more about the history of her people and why the Dragon Gem is so important. And maybe Raya is going to learn more about the power of being a guardian as well, depending on how things go on her quest to save her people.
My name is Raya.
Number 5. Raya is a warrior. If we can be honest here, there are only a few Disney princesses that you can say are warriors. One is Mulan, but Raya definitely has her beat in the combat department. A major part of Raya's training was in the field of hand-to-hand combat with both fighting sticks and a sword. She is nimble and quiet on her feet, as well as a menace when it comes to battle. Raya was training to stop at nothing to defend the Dragon Gem, and her skills reflect this mindset, which is why she might be the strongest Disney princess yet. Obviously, we only know a little of how her skills will be tested when trying to find the last dragon. But given the small teaser we were shown, we're in for some great fight choreography.
My sword here says we're not.
Number 4. Her people are divided. The change in the land has led to the people of KUMANDRA splitting into 5 different groups that are identifiable by their various colors. The Guardians wear blue, while the other groups can be seen wearing orange, pink, gray, and tan. These groups also have their own responsibilities and animals, as they have cats, elephants, and even wolf-like creatures at their disposal. The division in the people are apparently part of the problem, and thus Raya is trying to find the dragon in order to unify her people and stop the pain that is growing from their division. Number 3. The enemy. There isn't a singular villain for Raya to fight, at least not that the fans know of, as it is a set of monsters that threaten the people of KUMANDRA. They are called the Droon, and they had threatened the land before, but the dragons had taken care of them the first time around. Unfortunately, the return of this monster has everyone in a panic about what to do, which is where Raya comes in to save the day. It'll be interesting to see the Droon in action and how Raya handles herself against them. Plus, since this is a Disney movie, it's possible that the last dragon won't be enough to stop the Droon in the way we expect. Number 2. The quest for SISU. As a guardian, Raya must go and find the last dragon in SISU, who apparently is very powerful in her own right, including the ability to become a human via transformation, which you know is going to be a key element in the story. However, if you look at the art for SISU, she doesn't look like the most intimidating dragon, and while she was left behind to stop the Droon, that doesn't seem to be happening on her end. What levels of character does SISU have? We'll find out when the movie arrives. Speaking of which, number 1. When you can view it. Due to the global pandemic, Disney is apparently aiming to do a 2-pronged approach to Raya and the Last Dragon. Mainly, they'll go and release it in theaters and on Disney Plus via their premiere access. The same thing they did for Mulan, but not for Soul, ironically enough. This could change, obviously, but for now, plans are to release it on March 5th. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Raya and the Last Dragon? Do you think that this has all the earmarks of being a new Disney classic? Do you like that it's taking an atypical approach to the Disney princess story and making Raya a warrior from the get-go? Do you think you'll be going to see this film when it arrives in theaters, hopefully? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.